Wide World of Sports now takes you live to Flemington in Melbourne for the running of the 1991 Cadbury Australian Guineas. $350,000 in prize money. This is the 6th running, Ken, and so far the Colts have been successful every year. Can Triscay change that?
I think she can, John. I think she'll win. She's a hot pot. She's a short-priced favourite, about 5-4 on the totes throughout Australia. Here's your approximate tote dividend. Remember, dividends can vary from state to state. St Jude is about a 9-2 chance, Centro at 8-1, Durbridge 16-1, he won the Sandown Guineas, Marine Drive at 40-1, My Eagle Eye, the Star New Zealander, a little easy in the market, round about 6-1, 40 Temperate King, 16 Trustful, one of the Colin Hayes team, 100 Direction, 33 Strategist, 25 Count De Beers from Sydney, 33 Palace Guest, 100 Special Prince, 14 Lord Charbon, a little bit of money for him, Triscay, a hot pot, about a 5-4 chance, and Draw Card, another David Hayes runner to be ridden by A.G. Clark, the brother of Michael, is at about 12-1. But there's no doubt the favourite is Triscay. Here's John Russell in Melbourne for the Australian Guineas.
Beers.
Russell not quite ready to take up the commentary for the Cadbury Australian Guineas. Triscay, of course, carries those very famous colours of owners, Jeff and Beryl White, white with a purple star, purple hoop sleeves and a white cap. So she'll certainly stand out in this particular bunch of 3-year-olds. She comes out of barrier 6 and has the services of the all-conquering Mick Dittman, who can do no wrong at the moment. In fact, he was described in one story in the press during the week as Australia's most in-demand jockey at the moment, and that's pretty hard to argue with, because he could have had choice rides at Warwick Farm today, but elected to go to Melbourne, where he's on Triscay in the race coming up, and also Bureaucracy later on in the day in the Lightning Stakes. And you'll also be seeing that race live during Wide World of Sports. Shortly after this Melbourne race concludes, we'll be coming back to Warwick Farm for the Hobartville Stakes, which is race 6 on the program today. John Russell now for his call of the Cadbury Australian Guineas at Flemington.
Now they settle once more. And we welcome viewers to Channel 9's Wide World of Sports. Taking this race, the Cadbury Australian Guineas, Trustful's come out of the stall. So delays here before the running of one of the big ones of the day. Trustful rear just as the starter was about to release them. Favourite for the race, Triscay at 6-4. Solid first fancy. Mick Dittman aboard. Rider of Trustful still back in the saddle, and now the attendants are bringing it forward again. Durbridge standing up well. Lord Charbon. Triscay drawn barrier 6. Lights on again. They're off this time to a great start, and Durbridge on the inside and Lord Charbon 2 of the first outer. Triscay got away very fast, and so also did Marine Driver. And going fast to head them off is St Jude. On settling down, 1400 to go, and St Jude has taken up the running about a length and a half clear. Direction got out very fast and is now a new leader as they come down the side. Direction in front, a length and a half. St Jude's Pacific Prince on the inside. And they were being followed then by the Strategist, a length and a half being eased back along the inside as Triscay. She's been passed by Trustful over on the outside. Temperate King 2 lengths further back as Palace Guest over on the rails. And they're followed closely then by Draw Card, a length away as Count De Beers. They're followed after a gap in the field by Lord Charbon. Well back in the field at that point there is Centro. He's about third last, followed by My Eagle Eye. And Durbridge is last of all. They're racing up towards the 800 Direction, the leader. By a length, the Strategist is second. Trustful is third. The outside of St Jude is getting a beautiful run. Just in behind them is Pacific Prince, followed by Temperate King, and on the rails Triscay and Count De Beers. And at the head of the others then making up some ground is Draw Card. Centro has pulled to the outside. Well back is Marine Drive, followed by Palace Guest and My Eagle Eye. They're homeward bound in the Guineas now in Direction. About to be tackled by the Strategist, and Jude still on there on the inside. And wider on the track, Triscay is starting to unwind her run, and she's finishing on well. And down the outside from a long way back is Centro. But the filly, Triscay has taken the lead. And Triscay is the leader past the 250. She's nicely clear. Down the outside, Centro is running on solidly, but Triscay is the leader with about 150 left to go. She's a bonny filly. She's drawing right away from them. And she's got the Cadbury Australian Guineas all parcelled up. Triscay. Triscay wins it. My Eagle Eye was a great run second, and tight for third. Durbridge on the outside with Centro, and the Strategist close up, followed by St Jude. And then came Lord Charbon and Draw Card, and behind them Palace Guest, and they were followed home then at the head of the others by Pacific Prince and Count De Beers. And back behind them in the field then would be Direction, followed by next to last Marine Drive, and last of all to finish in the race Temperate King.
Well, you've just seen one of the most authoritative wins ever recorded by a 3-year-old filly on the Australian turf, bearing in mind that most of her opposition were colts, and she just walked past them at the 200-metre mark. Mick Dittman released the brakes shortly after that, and Triscay raced away to score a magnificent win. For owners Jeff and Beryl White, trainer Jack Denham and jockey Mick Dittman, this incredible winning sequence continues, and down to the line goes Triscay to win by 3.5 to 4 lengths. It looks like My Eagle Eye second, very close for third between Durbridge and Centro as we take this break.
Now let's go! New South Wales TAB dividends for Melbourne Race 5, the Cadbury Australian Guineas over 1,600 metres. Well-tipped Kenny Calendar. First was Triscay, paying $2 and $1.30. Second, number 5, My Eagle Eye, $2.20. And a dead heat for third between numbers 3 and 2, Durbridge and Centro, $5.20, $3.20. And there could be an adjustment there in that.